Hello. We're running a bit late this morning. Sorry, this job should have been done before we started, but whatever. It's all part of the game. It's me and you today. Three of us. It's a beautiful, beautiful weekend here in Asakusa. It's sunny out there. I couldn't put the camera facing the other way meaning towards the corner, because the bright sunshine. The sun is still low in the sky, and it shines right into the camera lens. So I can't put the camera facing to the right down the street. It has to be this way. An hour later, we're okay. It's high enough in the sky that it wouldn't hit the camera. So it's going to be crowded down here in Asakusa. First full weekend in September. Kids are all, of course, back in school, long back in school. We're pretty low on our regular sort of type customers, tourists, because there's not too many people travel overseas in the last week of August and the early September. In terms of people like Americans or whatever. So it's been quiet for us in terms of regular visitors for the past week or so. And it's going to start climbing now, day by day, over the next few weeks as the autumn tourist season kicks in. Although there is a bit of a tourist bump that's going to be happening, not so much here in Asakusa and Tokyo, but the Rugby World Cup is underway now. Teams are arriving and getting all set up, so that's happening spread all over the country. It's not specifically happening in Tokyo like the Olympics will be. They've specifically, of course, set it up that way. The government and the agencies and stuff here are desperate to get tourists to spread around to different parts of the country, because everybody's packing into Asakusa and Kyoto and Hiroshima and stuff like that. So when they got the rugby thing, they, of course, absolutely, instead of using stadiums here in Tokyo, it's just spread all over the place. Chatting with a guy down the street here, a guy runs a clothing shop, about the Olympic thing next year. And he and I have a different viewpoint on this. I'm thinking it's not going to really affect our business so much. Japan will be busy for the Olympics, but anyway, we're busy anyway, and lots of people won't come because of the Olympic chaos. And he says, no, you don't understand. You don't understand. He says, there will be people who don't come because of the Olympic chaos, and then there will be the Olympic visitors to make up for it. So he said, whatever, basically the number of people is going to be the same. But he says to me, what you don't understand is, because you weren't here last time. Last time means when the Nagano Winter Olympics was on. He says, you weren't here last time, so what you don't know is that Olympic visitors are different from normal visitors. He said they're crazy. They will come through the street like a vacuum cleaner. They just want to buy stuff and anything with the Olympic rings and blah, 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 and just whatever. And I'm like just shrugging my shoulders. I really don't care about that. We're not going to make an Olympic print. We're not going to have anything to do with that. If there's visitors here, that's fine. And he says, if you don't do this, you're missing out on something big. You know? I mean, we're not going to try and do the Olympic thing, get permission and make our rings and whatever. But he says, oh my God, you're crazy. You will sell thousands and thousands of them. And yes, that's his experience from when the Winter Olympics was here. When was it? 98 or something? I don't remember. So good morning, gang. Good morning, gang. Paper is not out yet, and I'm not going to run upstairs because, as it happens, Suga-san's not here today. Rei-chan is now in Hong Kong. She's going to Hong Kong, taking her mask and her umbrella with her. So the only printer today is Ishikawa-san. She's going to do evening shift, so she will be coming at 3 o'clock this afternoon. So I'm not going to take her paper out yet. The plan is I'm going to take it out around noon. In reality, I'm going to forget. And she's going to be upset at me, but whatever, what can you do? the Olympics be good for the country? Whatever. I know. I really don't know. Of course, same as any country, they're spending a whole bunch of money. They make it an excuse for infrastructure, which is plus and minus, of course. You get new bridges and whatever, and get a whole bunch of debt. I don't know. For us, as I said, for us specifically here, I think it's going to be more of a bother than a benefit. But I don't know. We'll see. Now, for me personally, as a resident of Tokyo, it's going to be a bother because there's road closing, stations closed. The infrastructure is going to be severely impacted. And me as a taxpayer, of course, I have to be the one of the people who pays for all the stuff as time goes by. But I suppose it's going to be a party, a local party, I suppose. When we read about the Olympics in the papers these days, the number one, the stories, 99% of the stories are about weather concerns, the climate concerns, the heat and stuff like that. It's like they've never had a summer Olympics before. I don't know why it's suddenly become a special concern. Okay, let's get into here. These hairs, I'm going to be a hairdresser for the next few days on this project. Let's just get in here and zone by zone, try and get this thing done. This is pleasant working. I really, really like this. It's peaceful and quiet, and especially, I get a bonus or benefit at this scale because nobody can see the result. What I mean is, when I did the first version of this print, I was trying to recreate the original. So the pride was there. There were the original lines, you Carpenter, Dave, do what you can. But with the one we're doing now, as I mentioned before during this project here, there's no attempt being to match this line for line. I don't know, this thing here has, 1, 2, 3, 4, I can't quite see them. And I might carve this with 3, it doesn't matter. So for me, actually, this is going to be a much lighter, casual approach to this. I'm going to try and carve lines that look nice and that have the right density overall, but there's no attempt to match this note for notes. I can zoom in, I guess, yeah, right, so let's get in. Sorry about that. With Morocco, wow, is that Morocco in America or Morocco in Morocco? those of you who've never been here, you see the street there, of course, down the far end of the street, the far left. I know Morocco and America, we get problems with email address, not email addresses, packing, shipping. There's a Georgia in America and there's a Georgia in Georgia, and one of our girls got it wrong, and we sent a package of prints to Georgia in Georgia, and it hasn't come back yet. Then Morocco is a town in, whatever, you Google it, there's a Morocco somewhere. Yeah, so, and then we also get the Washington stuff. Post office, you know, our girls here don't know all this stuff easily, you know. So there's sometimes quite mistakes. We've asked them now to double check with each other when they're writing. You know, customer comes in, leaves some prints here, buys it, leaves some prints to be shipped. And of course the customer writes their address. That one with Georgia, the customer just wrote my name, my street address, Georgia. And I don't know, he wrote the town and then GA. And the girl got really smart. GA, what's that? She looked it up online. GA means Georgia. So she wrote Georgia in the country name box. So yeah, I wasn't joking. Morocco there. So yeah, Indiana, there you are. Whatever. So it's all over the place. It's like me, you know, now and then chatting with people. Where do you come from? Where do you come from? And people would ask me, where are you from? And I said, oh, I was born in Halifax. And I said, really? I didn't know you're from Nova Scotia. And I'd say, like, no, I'm not from Nova Scotia, you know. And they're like, Halifax, like there's another Halifax? And I said, well, I come from the one that the Nova Scotia one was named after. It is interesting to hear Morocco, though. I mean, I can't remember a single instance ever before of somebody from Africa talking about being on these streams. And it's overwhelmingly, of course, America, Canada, America, some Australia, almost no Japan. But it's the first time I think in memory that I've heard of somebody from Africa being here. So nice to have you. Thank you. I had an interesting meeting yesterday here. A young man came over to see us. I've talked about this a bit before because he came to first talk to me a few weeks ago. We went out for dinner together, had a beer, this and that. And he's a man with some printing skills. So at that time, we had just tried to show him what we were doing and that it's obvious that we need printers, but we were trying to show him our work and our style and what we do here and stuff like that. And he went away to sort of think about it a bit. That was a few weeks ago. And he came over yesterday, and he said, let's kind of give this a try. He's not going to come and work here full time. He's actually already employed. But he was going to, I'll be sending paper and blocks over to him today. And in the evenings, working at home, he's going to do a job for us, and then hopefully another job. Then another job, and we'll see how it goes. So without counting any chickens, we have a little bit of printing assistance here coming up in the near future, and it could lead to bigger things. We'll see. There's no way to mention his name because he's still employed at my workshop, and he specifically emphasized this. Japanese companies, historically, and certainly it's a cultural thing, they really, really don't like any moonlighting. We've got one of the girls working for us as a one-day-a-week shop helper. I won't mention her name because I don't know what to say. She works for us as a one-day-a-week shop helper, and she has a full-time job during the week, but she would never, ever tell them that she's working here doing this. And her work over there has nothing to do with woodblock prints or the tourist business or art or anything. Totally, absolutely unrelated to us. But she is simply not allowed to moonlight. I don't know if it's in her contract she wrote with them or just it's a cultural thing or whatever. But she has been desperate to make sure. And she's so desperate about this or insistent that they don't find out about it that she doesn't take any payment. Normally we make payment to somebody's bank account. And she won't let that happen. We have to pay her in cash. She's worried that whatever the accountant at her present company will see her bank statement or something, find out there's other payments, and she'll get fired. It's really quite strange. Companies are worried about like loyalty and stuff like this. You're with us or you're against us kind of an approach. In the case of this printer, it sort of makes sense because he's working for another company making woodblock prints. So I could get why they would not want him to be, taking outside work from another workshop. That sort of makes sense. There's a competitive aspect or trade secrets or whatever. So the pole is floating, isn't it? So that box there, that's the NTT, the telephone company's access plate. It's a plate on the sidewalk. In fact, my optical fiber, your signal at the moment, as I'm talking to you, it's going through a junction in that box. Yeah, interesting. It looks like it's floating. It's not, but yeah, I get the idea. So. How did it go with NHK? He came, we chatted, and he left. It's sort of, there's no job, there's no work. He's not making a program that's going to have any direct impact to us. What he wanted was he wanted to pick our brains on something. I think is it a program in the Japanology series? I'm not quite sure. He mentioned it, but I forgot right away what he said. It's a program in one of their regular series. Working with Peter Barakin. So was it Japanology or one of those related programs? And the theme of this particular program, it's coming up X months from now, whatever. The theme is Nihon Zaru, Japanese monkeys. And he was in Asakusa, or he had informed me before, he was going to be in Asakusa doing something else. There's a shrine with a picture of a monkey on it or something they were going to be shooting. So he thought he'd come over here and see, did we have any ukiyo-e prints related to Japanese monkeys? And we did. We had a couple we were able to show him. He made his notes in his notebook, took a couple of pictures and stuff like that. So they may be back with their cameras to shoot some of the pictures here, but this is nothing about me or our shop or anything like that. We're not going to be part of the program. Just as part of his research, he thought I might be able to help him find some pictures of monkeys, and we were able to help him. So no, this is not a special 1 hour TV program about an hour. just a picture of a monkey. I had a chance to touch base. I haven't worked with this guy for 3 years. He's one of the producers who also works sometimes on journeys in Japan. In fact, he's the guy at the time, years ago, who gave me the bad news. Dave, I can't be calling you so much in the future because you're too old. So. Too old and too male. Birds are quiet today. Hey, hey, hey. Gee, it looks nice out there. Nice, pleasant, sunny day. Look at that. Looks really pleasant out there. It's hot though, you know. I've got the door closed. There's no way I can have the door open. It is still going to be hot, hot, hot here through September. There's also typhoon news. There's typhoons coming. We've got two. We're going to probably get hit. What's today? It's tomorrow or the day after. There's one scheduled for typhoon scheduled. Is that the way to talk it? It's nothing like what is happening over in the Atlantic at the moment. See if I can open the browser here for a second without crashing everything. Find the link for you. Hang on a sec. Typhoon number 15. Here we go. Here's it's sunny today, but here's the forecast. And the URL there, typhoon1915.html. 19 means 19. The year is 2019, and this is the 15th typhoon of the season in the Pacific Ocean. They're all numbered, or at least Japan numbers the ones that come within their meter or whatever. Yeah, not a contest. If you're hotter, yep, absolutely. Monday, Wednesday. The streams are Monday, Thursday, and Saturday, right? Not Monday, Wednesday, Saturday. We moved it to Thursday because I've been spending Wednesdays where possible out in Ome. So I'm sorry for the confusion, but yeah, we have a bit of a floating schedule this last couple of weeks. Once we get back into autumn, and I won't be going to Ome every week, I'm not sure, keep this schedule or switch back, I don't know. It might be just better just to keep to this schedule. These areas here, now these are certainly not finished yet, and these are the areas that you can see here with all these white specks. These are the areas that are going to be roughed up. And I'm not quite sure what the best approach is to take. The lines we did down here are also going to be roughed up, but these lines I won't be roughing up at this stage. I'm going to print first and then rough. But these areas here, I'll be doing some of the roughing before we print. And the reason is because the areas are defined here on the tracing. And if I wash this tracing off to do some test printing, I'll lose track of the areas that need to be roughed up. So I'm going to carve first through the lines that we can see right down through here the next few days. Then before we wash this off, I'll come back and do some of the distressing and roughing in the hair mass. And then we'll wash it all off, do some test printing, and then move ahead with more line clarification and roughing on the individual lines. And then after that, start the process of making color blocks. So this is still going to take a while here. I'm early. We want this print to be up and running and in the shop on October the 10th. That's the goal. And who knows, we might actually make it. I don't know. Who knows? Last year I was way late. I think we started like October 9th or something. I can't remember. It must be on the Twitch streams. I don't know. When did I start carving the fisherman? You know, we print up the kingfisher. We were really late last year. That's why the kids were all over me for the past few weeks. Dave, get started on the gift print because they don't want the panic of printing. And I still don't know how we're going to print this because they are busy with the Japan journey printing. There's actually no free time for any of the printers right now at all. This one's got to get done. The new guy who I talked to yesterday, we can't dump this on him. We've got to do 1 test, 2 tests. That looks good. Okay, here we go. Here, do 1,000 copies of this one, please. Not something you would appreciate. Also, there's something else that'll be going on pretty soon now, I think. This week, or is it next week? We have a guest coming. Earlier this year, was it late spring or early summer? Karen was here. Karen was on the stream today here from Austin. She came and stayed here a couple of weeks, and it's time for the next guest to show up soon. And it's going to be Fabiola-san, Fabiola Gil from Barcelona. I don't know how you pronounce Barcelona. See if we've got a date for that. She's coming really, really soon. What's this? Do I have a question? Let me look in the question box. Actually, before I do, Viola. September 15th, Fabiola-san arrives. So she's a week away. She's coming in there. She said, you will have me at the front door of Mokuhankan on Monday, September 16th. Just tell me the hour. So there, we've got a date. She'll be here on that stream that morning. Twitch questions. I have nothing in the question box. Let me check mail. I know the address is twitch@mokuhankan.com. I see nothing there, so I'm sorry. Considering all the hair spaces are reduced in size, will it be more difficult? Well, they are and they aren't reduced in size, because as I said, what I'm doing is where there's 4 in the original, maybe I'm doing 2 or 3 here. So the original had stuff that was pretty much as delicate as I could possibly carve it. And this block also has stuff that is sort of that delicate. So they're both the same. These are going to be, the person who prints the key block is going to have to be very, very, very careful so that pigment doesn't get stuck between these lines. We'll do that with a few things. We'll keep the pigment itself very, very light and not thick and jet black. The pigment, the key block on this print will be printed in a very, very light grey, same as it was for the original version I did years ago. The block you're seeing me carve here, although it's the key block, will not be black. It'll be more grey, firm grey. So the pigment will be fairly light, and it's different. The lighter we make it, the more watery it gets, and the more watery it is, the more it tends to blob and stuff. So it'll be difficult for the printers to get the right balance between the light grey pigment and the paste. And there will be a separate block that will be printed for an under grey to darken up the head area, and then that'll be used also to print black on top. But yeah, this is not trivial. This is going to be a difficult print to make. We know that. That's our. That's just what we do. You mentioned a few, so when I showed you this print, Suga-san just said, "You've got to be kidding me, aren't you?" Because she thought we were going to do it like 23 colors, the same as the original. If not, we were going to reduce it to 6 or 7 or 8 impressions. Well, that garbage thing the other day when the guy came in to give me the news about paying garbage stickers for the waste cardboard we were throwing out or recycling out. And I spoke to Shiba-san about that yesterday. She's the one who's here Wednesday, so she's the one who always puts the cardboard is picked up Thursday morning, which means we put it out Wednesday night. Shiba-san's always on Wednesday staff, so she's the one who's been doing that. So when she came in Friday yesterday, I chatted with her about the fact the garbage guys told us about the stickers, and she says, no, we don't need to put stickers on the cardboard. I'm saying, well, that's what he tells me, and he brought me a paper at great personal cost to himself. He brought me a paper that shows it. And she went to her files and brought out the paper that shows the cardboard doesn't need a sticker. So we were actually right. We weren't doing the wrong thing. It's just that they've changed the rules in the interim, and they have now decided to charge for picking up cardboard. So we were actually right. We were good boys. We were doing the right thing. And what's happening is that the rules have tightened up a little bit, or probably what's happening is there's no aftermarket for the cardboard or something anymore. The Chinese don't take it anymore or something. I don't know the details. So instead of them selling the cardboard, they now have to pay to get rid of it or something like this. So they're charging for disposal. Fair enough. So we were both right. We were doing the right thing, actually. And, this wasn't so much a criticism of our system as an update letting us know, by the way, guys, pony up. Hearing the cat there, something I meant to mention, there was a comment on the YouTube channel that was somewhere the last few days, I don't remember exactly. Somebody had said that after seeing the update on the cat series, he thought, oh my God, that's it, Dave, you've killed it. Because after what you said now, nobody is going to try and participate. They don't know how to get past the Dave filter. You know, I guess they think I'm being too strict with it. It's got to be good, it's got to be good, it's got to be good. And I was a bit worried, maybe he's right. Maybe I, got too heavy there and it's going to really put the lid on it. But actually, it's been the other way around. There's been a huge boost in the number of entries. And it's pretty much the same as before. They're all over the map. There's some that are, oh my God, why did this person bother? And it's a bunch of, hey, that's cool, I think about that one. And then there's some that, whoa, this guy's right on this, or this person is right on this. So, whatever, I don't think I killed it by making those comments. I think it actually doesn't seem to have made any difference. So, nobody knows what's good or what's bad. And nobody knows what I'm thinking of course. I don't even know until I see it. When I open the mail there, I see the link, I click the link, and my script shows me the pictures without any names associated with it. So my first glimpse of each of these images, I don't know who it is. It's always just a blank image sitting there in the browser with a code number, 6489XYZ, whatever it is. It's like the cat noise comes in, I click the link and go and look at it, and there it is. There's the immediate impact. And that's exactly the impact that someone's going to have when they see the print in the shop. And they've only got a few seconds. So I make my first decision within a second or two. Which it goes into the general file, or let me flag that one, because I think I want to look at that one a bit more carefully later on. And that's the instant decision made within seconds of seeing it. And it might sound like it's a bit, like a lottery or something. I don't know. Whatever. I saw a video years ago, it must have been put up by the New Yorker, it was about their cartoons, bajillion people, I guess, try and get their cartoons into the New Yorker. And the people who are responsible for it only have literally a second or something like that. They see the cartoon, and bang, it's in one of two piles. It's in the trash can, or it's in, I'll think about this further. And that's the same environment that the product has to live in the real world. So this is why I really emphasize to people, don't paint pictures, don't do a finished job, just show me the concept. Anyway, the project is healthy, we've got good design so far, and there's lots more where they came from, it seems. I'm very optimistic about this. Also, too, lots and lots of comments on the YouTube channel. Oh my God, where can I get these? Where can I get these? You'll see, enthusiasm doesn't always translate into sales once the product gets out there, but I think we're good to go on this. And anyway, we are up and running. Payments have been made. Cameron's paid, what is it, 6 people, 7 people so far for the stage 2? I don't know. He's controlling that part of it. The money is already flowing out. March. So what's it? Is there a question or comment, or what was this all about? I'm checking mail. I don't see a question in the question box. There it is now. Bingo. Came at 8:47. It says, which is 8:47. It's a question about where is this? What is this print? I can't show it to the stream here, so I'm sorry. It looks like a book page torn from an old book, maybe late Edo, maybe Meiji, maybe Taisho. It's a book page. Kanazawa City, Nishicho. It's got an address on there. It's somebody's name and address. Nishicho in Kanazawa City. Matsuhide Sai. Matsuhide Sai. Takayama. No idea, whatever. I'll drop you an email later on. I can't identify it much beyond that. It's a picture of an Ikebana sculpture from many, many years ago. It's a torn out page of an old book. Have the size or prices of the Neko Hake prints been discussed or mentioned? The sizes are on the website, absolutely. It's, I don't remember, somebody can do it. And the price is yet to be absolutely nailed down, but I sort of gave it away, I think. What did I do on the video the other day? I mentioned what my costs are going to be. I mentioned what my break-even point is going to be. So actually, you can sort of work it out from there. But I really shouldn't announce or talk about it, because then if it turns out to be different, people are going to get upset. They're going to be cheaper than the Ukiyo Heroes prints. Way, way, way cheaper than the Ukiyo Heroes prints. The Ukiyo Heroes prints are, what are they? They're 135 and 150. These are going to be way cheaper than that. They're not even going to be $100. They'll be less than that. But how far less we can get it, I don't know. 90, maybe 80, maybe. I don't know if I can get them to 75. I don't know. We'll see. These are brand new publications, and what I'm trying to do, when I said the break-even point, I'm trying to amortize this in the first 200 copies. We pay the carver the advance carver's fee for 200 copies. I mean, amortize each one over 200. So I don't know, 75, 80, 85, 90, somewhere around there. No way is it going to be 100. No way. And then the other question, we've already got a bunch of people saying, I want to subscribe. And the idea wasn't to make a subscription series. The idea was to have a bunch of single prints, because a lot of people would just like that one or that one or that one. Now, we do our subscriptions for a reason, but I don't want to force that business model, our whole business model, on subscriptions. But having said that, lots of people are clearly, some people are clearly going to want the whole set. But we can't really run a subscription series until they're like all decided. So I don't know. So what we're probably going to do, the general thinking at the moment is, we won't talk about subscriptions at the beginning. We'll put them up into the world one by one by one. After this series really does move along, it looks like, holy crap, we're actually going to be able to do this. There's 4 of them finished, 5 of them finished, something like that. The other ones are planned. And it clearly is a set. we'll have to work out a set price, because they should be cheaper when people buy 8 prints in a set instead of 1 by 1. It should be cheaper, of course. And having said that, people are going to think, oh, what if I bought it first at the expensive price? So we'll price protect everybody. If, say, it turns out that, for example, if they're going to sell it 90 each one, and then later on after they're all ready, you can have the whole set, and it was only 70 for each of them when they're bought by set, we'll rebate you, or cover you. We'll price protect everybody who's bought earlier copies, of course. It's just too soon to put the numbers on the table. I don't know. What we don't want is people afraid to buy any of them, because Dave is going to change the price for a full set once all 8 are finished. So we will make it clear from the beginning that you're free to buy one at a time, and if it turns out that you want to get the set later, we'll give you the credit for the difference in any price that there is. So of course we'll do that. That's all I know at the moment. That was the sound for the question coming in. So is the sound delayed? The question came in, and that's the delayed sound, or is it another question? No, interesting. So the sound is delayed 1 cycle. I get the sound 5 minutes later. Wonderful. The other question too about the set is the packaging. And it's too early. We don't know what to do. We're open for suggestions and ideas. Here at MoCA Hong Kong, we have packaging set like we use for the Ukiyo-e Heroes. Single prints, we have a nice little simple, safe and secure package that we can do it. For our subscription sets, we always create subscription packaging, whether a folder or a box or whatever. Not everybody takes the case and stuff, but it's there. But this 8 cats, obviously, it really needs some kind of a presentation or storage system for people that want to get all 8, people like me. So we don't know, because these are larger than any other subscription print we've made so far. And when you try making those Polonia boxes and stuff at that kind of size, it gets much, much more difficult because the wood is much less stable. We've had experience with this. The larger boxes I made years ago from my Mystique series, my God, we had trouble with those. The wood warps and stuff, we get it that large. So we are going to be struggling with this. What kind of a storage / presentation system to prepare for this? And when we first proposed this cat series, Cameron and I back in June, we had our meeting about it. The idea came up, and we spent pretty much the whole day trying to figure out whether we could do this details back and forth. And one of the things on our table was the problem of storage and presentation. And by the end of the day, when we were having our decision, should we launch this thing, that was one of the big negatives. How can we launch this? We don't even know how to pack the prints, And both of us, we just decided, let's punt it. We'll figure that out at the time. I'm sure we can figure out something. So we just said, damn the torpedoes, let's just launch. Even though we haven't got a storage system worked out yet. So. And the storage system is complicated by the fact that some of these are going to be vertical and some are going to be horizontal orientation. We'll see. There's our crisscross on. I'm going to be saving it. I don't know. There's no way I'm going to carve all those crisscrosses at this scale. It's just not possible. So if you're holding your breath, waiting to see what I do in this zone, you can exhale now. Same here. Did you see it? I skipped it. There's one up here. The hairs go up, and all these hairs cross. Chuck. Now, on my original version, I carved all the dots and stuff in the middle. We can't do that here. So probably what I'll do is I'll carve the vertical hairs not horizontal ones. And as a result, in a finished print, it will look like these hairs are on top of the other ones, which they are. And it won't matter, I hope. We'll do the same thing here, but rather than make it, we'll do it party. So some across and some sideways. Maybe it's better just to do one way so it looks secure. I don't think we have any specific show and tell today. We had a nice one the other day. Those were cute. I looked at those more after the stream was over, and that is a nice find. These are really nicely preserved, nicely printed Giovanni. I thought I paid too much, but I was wrong. I got a nice bargain on that one. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. A litter box container, yeah, I needed that. Thank you. A litter box, yeah. It's quiet out there today, Nick, still. Early in the morning still, 9 o'clock. None of the shops are open yet, of course, Speed Street, you see, those of you who don't know, you see pretty much in the middle of the view out there, in the shops on the other side, there's a shop with a blue colored awning. It's just about bang in the middle of the view you see here. It's actually quite a famous place. They're way more famous than we are. We're catching up, and they're declining. But at the moment, they're more famous than we are. They get on TV, I don't know, easily once a week, more. Easily once a week. They're heavily promoted by one of the government agencies. They send what's called Gaynojin, talent. They send TV talents to come down here to eat at that restaurant. It's all sponsored in the back by the government. Oh, here we go. There's the Iceman. You're about to see the handmade ice being sawn, ready for the bar next door. Can we boost this up just a little bit? The Iceman cometh, yes. See what you can't hear it. There's no microphone on the Handycam outside. I know that's not how a video works. Handycams won't export audio at the same time they export video. So you won't be able to hear this, and the door is closed, but it's a let me open the door so you can hear this. Should we look at this closer just for a minute? Just to wait, will you drop the stream now? To bring you a commercial from the local ice company. Yeah, usually they seem to buy, he's got a big chunk of ice on his truck. He saws it here into, you'll see, he just carries them in a plastic bag. I say handmade ice, I don't know the deal. I think it's just something special and super clear, and the bar advertises, whatever. High grade this and high grade that. So he's got these two pieces, yeah. He's going to put them in plastic bags. And he's got a key to the bar. There's nobody in the bar. The bar closes at 5 in the morning, just after the first train starts running. So he's got a key. He opens the shutter. There he is, slipping the plastic bag over the top. What does that remind you of? Never mind. Flip it over. Here he goes. Excuse me a second. もしもし、おはようございます。はい。はい。はい。今放送中ですが、大丈夫ですよ。はい。はい。うん。いいよ、大丈夫。はい。はい。はい。はい。あ、ブレーカー、ポップ、ブレーカー。まあ、はい。うん。うん。ちょっと待って、パソコンが動いてる？ OK、じゃあブレーカーですね。いつもハケを洗ったところですね。洗面所。はい。はい。ああ、OK。多分ですね、青山さんが、なんて言いますか、コンセント、3つか4つ揃っているような、電源流すようなものがありますね。2つあります。1つは、対馬さんのビートの部屋の入り口。あのものもブレーカーが入ってる。そう、多分赤のボタンがポッ出て、あのものが全部。だから2つあります。1つは B2、対馬さんの B2 の部屋の、カーテンの扉ありますね。うん、そう。じゃあこのブレーカーがついたか、ちょっと B1 に上がって、もう一つありますね。壁にぶら下がってますから。うん。今、携帯ですか？今。OK、じゃあ、部屋と部屋の間のスペースですね。棚ありますが、その棚にもう電源いっぱいぶら下がってますね。はい、じゃあ白いコンセント4つが5つにあるもの。じゃあまだ明かりですか？全部オフついてない。でそれからこの中のブレーカーが見えますか？多分ボタンの形のブレーカーですが、リセットかブレーカーとか。だからもしボタンが上がって出て、もう一回押して入れてください。OK、じゃあだからこのものじゃなくて、その上のものですね。1回 B1 にも同じものがありますから、似てる。そう。だから階段作るところがありますね。上上がる階段じゃなくて下に、でその場所に青山さんがいくつか一つ多分対馬さんの頭の上にありますし、足の元にもあるかもしれないし、そうですね。そう。同じよボタン式の。OK。だからでも頭の上にある。じゃないですか。ちょっとでもちょっと見てください。だから途中でどこにブレーカーがあるはずですね。上のパネル、家の中のメインブレーカー、ハケ洗うところのブレーカーと、コードの間のボタン式のブレーカーしかないですね。だけど、どこに、 頭の上でしょ、ブレーカーパネル。そう。一番下の右側のものがB2 の部屋ですね。右。そう。OK。じゃあ、I don't know。だから知らないでしょ ?I don't know 。だから、電気といえば何？部屋の電気全部まあ、ちょっと探してください。線を探して、本当に一番最初に見たものでしょ。一番最初に見たもののブレーカーと思いますよ。石出さんの部屋に電源ないですから、石出さんの部屋の電源が全部うちの方から盗んだんですね。だから今頭の上にそう。だから今の白い色。何ですか？何色か僕赤言いましたんですか？黒ですか？ OK はい。OK じゃあちょっと掃除機使いたいと、じゃあホットポットとかなんかそうみたいですね。はいいいですか？ Alright ありがとうございました。はい Alright good luck. Okay bye thank you. はいどうも。Wasn't that interesting? No, sorry about that. It's one of the girls in the Ome workshop. She tried to do too much electricity at once, popped the breaker, and she couldn't find it. So, sorry about that. Sorry about that. Such is life. Breaker found, yes. Actually, it's exactly where I told her it was, but I had said it was a red. It's one of these junction boxes. There's no electricity in the room she's using. It's the second basement of next door's house. And when I built the second basement in my own house, I wired it. I brought electricity from upstairs. We started renting the room in next door's second basement. And again, I said there's no electricity built in. And I can't rewire it from his house. So what we did was we just ran an extension cord system, 2 extension cords from 2 different circuits in my home, into that room. And what she did this morning, there's a bunch of LED lights, there's the computer, there's a couple of printers, and they have a hot pot for making coffee. And that about fills it. That's about one full circuit. And today she put the vacuum cleaner on, bang, 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 and popped the breaker. But she's never seen that before. So it wasn't the breaker up on the top of my house, it was the breaker on the extension cord. Anyway, long story short, nothing. Sorry about that. Come to our Twitch and watch me wrestle with the employees at a distance. That was Tsushima-san. She's one of our printers. She started with us in 2011. She's actually the first outside printer. She's not an outside printer. We hired her from nothing and we trained her, and she's working as a printer now, completely 100% trained by Mocha Hong Kong. And she's in a difficult situation now. When we moved her to Asakusa, all the other printers who were working in my workroom over there, they were people who lived in or around Tokyo and who had been commuting out to Ome every day. And it was unbearable. The expense was huge. The time it takes was huge. You get 3-4 people commuting 2 hours each way. And it was just insane. So that was one of the reasons for us to think about opening Asakusa. We had money from the success of the Ukiyo Heroes project. And we weren't so much even thinking of a shop at first. I was just thinking of renting a back room somewhere in a building that we could turn into a workroom so that the printers who lived in Tokyo would have a place to work. And that was the motivation for me coming into Tokyo and looking for buildings. One thing led to another, and it turned out that a building that was available to us, this one, wasn't just suitable for a printing workshop, it was suitable for a whole bigger scale of business. So I did a bunch of spreadsheets, a bunch of agonizing, do I really want to do all this, having debt and blah, 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 blah. But the other side of the story is that we did this. We opened up our printer's room and shop here in Asakusa. But that left one of our printers, Tsushima-san, who lives in Ome out there by herself. And we had two choices. She could start commuting to Tokyo 2 hours a day to commute and do printing, and that's of course stupid. So she stayed there working. But the downside is that because she's not too experienced printer and working all by herself, she is now no longer changing. She's not getting any better at what she's doing. Not through any, it's not because she's lazy or anything, but there's no model, there's no pattern, there's nobody to help her with more difficult work. So what we've fallen into is a system where she does the same prints over and over and over and over again. She's become our main gift printer. If you buy the crane print flying in front of the sun, or if you buy the koi floating and stuff like that, almost always it's going to be printed by Tsushima-san. Or the Chibi Heroes. She's the main Chibi Heroes series printer. She still keeps doing reissues of the Chibi Heroes. So the downside for her is that she never gets different work and never gets any better. The upside is that, hey, she's a housewife in a depopulated area with no work anywhere around it, and she's got a steady job. So it's plus minus, plus minus. She's not the only one working in Ome. The other people work there as shipping, but that doesn't help her as a printer. It doesn't help her develop as a printer. So I don't know what to do about it. The last few weeks when I've been out there every week, it's really been interesting. We've had a chance to sit and talk about colors and this and that and what are you doing. But I get out there so seldom in the course of a year. Here we go. Kawai-san, good morning. Is it that time already? I guess it does seem, what is it? 9:15. We'll go for a while. Having her come over here to work for a few days is sort of possible, but remember, her workbench, her tools, her pigments, her everything is over there. You've got your own workspace. So printer, ukiyo-e printing is not really a mobile job. You've got your bench and your space and your tools. It's like, if you imagine she was a woodworker, saying, Jeff, come over here and do it for a few days together, bring all your stuff. It's just not really practical. So. But the other problem beyond it is this lady is a mother. She's got 3 kids in school. So there's no way she can come and work downtown. She's got to be the after-school mom and stuff like that. So she comes early in the morning, like now. She's obviously, her kids have gone to school. She's gone to the workshop now. She was trying to do the vacuuming and blew the breaker. But she'll never be there after whatever it is, 3 or 2:30 or 3 or 3:30 or something. So it's really not practical for her to come and work downtown. Right, let's start this block. Let's start by cutting out the largest of the open areas and then work bit by bit by bit towards the smaller ones. I should get that door closed. I opened the door, but the air conditioner's pumping away with the door open. It's not so cool. So. Somebody's waving at us. Was that a regular person? It wasn't our shoe lady, was it? No, she's not here on Saturdays. I wonder if our shoe lady will come back for the season again, when they go back to hard shoes. It's summertime. She switched to soft shoes, and we never see her these days. Never hear her these days. What are the qualities I look for in a printer? I don't know. I don't know. It's a paradoxical job because you need to be a robot and you need to be... There's robotic aspects to the job. Sit there and do the same thing 200 times in a row, and yet it's not robotical. You've got to watch carefully every single one. You've got to be really delicate with the thing. It needs a real mix of personality stuff. Anybody can print, make a few copies of something. That's easy. There's no special qualities. ファイさん、ごめん。紙出せなかったんですが、今日パーティー多い？少ない？全然見なかったね。申し訳ない。
今日何とか。今日1時から2名様。
これだけ。OK、じゃあスタッフは？
和田林さん。
あ、じゃあ OK。と私とこれだけ。
土井さんかな？土井さんも帰ってたかな。
あ、森さんいないですね。
土井さん。ちょっと待ってください。
じゃあ午後にパーティーがない、午前中パーティーがないと、どうぞやってください。
あ、本当ですか。
ごめん、僕紙出せなかった。
そうです。今日明日で終わると思うんで。
OK、はい、じゃあごめん。それから石川さんから目があったんですが、はい、ボタンついてますが、午後来る予定です。はい。彼女がちょっと待って、5時かちょっと待って。紙です。彼女の紙出すんですが、今は早すぎで。
午後から。
あ、3時午後。だからもうお昼食べて
昼食べたら出すから。
忘れるかどうか。
頑張ります。
で私は責任ですね。
僕も覚えてください。今メモ貼ってきます。
OK。ごめんね。いや、 その考えないですけど。今の作品はいつ頃考えてますか？だけど次の動作、今は動作キャラなのに誰も何も入れなかったんですから。
一応僕ちょっと早めに入れてしまったんだけど、まだ大丈夫です。
今の私の心配はみんな分からないから、とりあえずバンいつかドンドンドンドンドンとありますから。でもだんだん分かったら入れてください。
次先何ですか？
まだ全然考えてない。じゃあちょっと次の終わってから話します。多分ポートレートが少ないものが多いみたい。チビはもう全部5つぐらい出てますから、ポートレートはちょっと難点が来月、再来月、もうなくなりそうですから、多分その仕事になる。わか
りました。
Might spit in it.
Morning, guys.
Morning.
Just finishing up. Okay, we better shut this down. I guess things are getting busy here. People are coming in, so here we go. So that's it. This is Saturday. Next stream will be Monday morning. Same time, same station. And I'll be doing the same job, just working on this hair here. Will or will not be a show and tell, I can't tell, but you can see what we're doing. Just going through batch by batch by batch. I don't know how many more days, 2 more days, 3 more days. We'll just take it as it comes. Yeah, I better get going. Okay, guys. Thanks very much. It's been a bit mixed today. Not so much chance for steady work. That's the way she goes around here. See you on Monday morning. Thanks very much. See you then. The guy with the white truck out there, he said there's a bunch of musicians. This is the weekend, so there's a coffee shop there that has those brown bricks. Upstairs from there is a rental hall, small hall. And he will be starting to bring audio equipment, speakers and stuff, and a bass guitar and all that kind of stuff. They'll be having some kind of gig up there. It's the weekend. I see him all the time. Anyway, here we go. Okay, signing off. See you guys later. Bye-bye for now.